All right, folks, we went to Trinity River Kayak Company in Coppell, Texas. It was just Brandon and I and a mom and son. They were in a tandem kayak. They actually launched before us because it took us a while to get all of our gear ready, which was crazy, but we had a lot of stuff because we planned on pulling over and eating. We tried going upstream, but because the water was so high, it was extremely difficult, and the guy was with us really weak, so, you know, that's the thing. One thing that was crazy is when your boat would get swept around in the tide pools or the whirlpools, and all of a sudden you'd be going sideways or backwards, so you had to kind of be aware of that. Still was fun. If you haven't kayaked, I highly recommend going this route, maybe when the water is a little lower, but it was a blast.
Is there a way through? I guess there has to be, right? Looks like it's a little...
Some of the time was going through the tributaries that led into the river to see what was out there, and it was kind of a neat experience to explore some of that stuff, and always bring Cheetos. I thought going under these bridges were amazing. Just some great opportunities to see things that you've never explored before. One thing that we saw is the Louisville Fire Department practicing some water rescue things, which was pretty cool. So I think this is an evil layer, but Brandon said it was a water treatment plant. It's probably an evil layer. Now when we pulled up to this kayak, we didn't know if it was a tandem or a single, so we were going to dislodge it and bring it down. We heard stories of kayaks being lodged. Then I realized it was a tandem kayak, and I hope for the best. And I figured this is the kayak that those folks were in, the mom and son. So I snuck down the river a little bit and saw them on the side of the bank. Asked them if they were doing okay, if they were well. Brandon and I gave them some water and some food, and we gave them the GPS coordinates so the firefighting team that we saw coming down the creek would know where they were. They took about 30 minutes and they showed up. This is them getting rescued, driving down the river. Again, it was a great time. I got stuck in some trees. I got pushed sideways multiple times. But thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. And again, thank you for the idea to do the voiceovers.